Welcome to The Late Show, everybody. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Now, let me ask you this. Who watched the shark thing? Did you guys watch the shark thing last night? Michael Phelps and the shark? Show of hands, who watched it? I watched it. Did you guys watch it? Any guys watch it over there? Oh, it was amazing.
I didn't see it.
It wasn't real. But it was amazing, okay? But I don't mind if it's not real. I need a little break from reality right about now. Have you seen reality? It's scary. There is blood in the water, and there are a lot of sharks circling the White House. But there's no denying that the Discovery Channel lied to us last night. Speaking of lying, Sean Spicer. On Friday, Sean Spicer, look how much they miss you, Sean. Sean Spicer resigned as White House press secretary. He wanted to spend more time not answering his family's questions. And like you people out there, I am going to miss Sean Spicer. Even from his humble beginnings as the Easter Bunny at the White House, we knew how special Sean was going to be. Spicer quit on Friday because Trump appointed a new communications director, former hedge fund manager and lawyer whose ad is above the urinal, Anthony Scaramucci. Of course, when it comes to Scaramucci, there's only one question everyone's asking.
Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Yes, that. By which, of course, we mean, what's it like working in the White House communications office?
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Sounds about right. Now, I think this is not a good sign for the Trump administration when 6 months in, they're already running out of storylines, so they started adding crazy new characters. Scaramucci's like adding Scrappy-Doo or Chachi to Happy Days. He's even got an adorable nickname.
The Mooch.
The Mooch.
The Mooch.
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 The Mooch.
The Mooch! Hey, it's the Mooch. Hey, baby, can we get another round over here for the Mooch, please? So, how did the rest of the staff at the White House feel about the addition of the Mooch? One White House official said, "We are all super happy." Well, most of us are. Ouch. That's like getting this card. Happy birthday from Mom and Dad. Well, Mom. Yeah. It's based on a true story. Not only did Sean Spicer resign over the Mooch being hired, but a White House insider says this was a murdering of Reince and Bannon. They said Anthony would get this job over their dead bodies. Well, that's terrible, because before this, those guys were only dead on the inside. Other White House staffers have referred to Scaramucci as a joke and as a Trump world hanger-on who isn't qualified for the job. Wait, what? Have you seen the Trump administration? Those are the qualifications for a job. We got his resume right here. Anthony Scaramucci, special skills, being a joke, Trump hanging on, and whacking stoolies. Now, however,
Like birds say. Hey.
Now, whoever Spicer feels about him, Scaramucci, I believe, handled the transition with class.
I want to thank personally Sean Spicer, not only on behalf of myself, the president, the administration, but Sean is a true American patriot. He's a military serviceman. He's got a great family, and he's done an amazing job. This is obviously a difficult situation to be in, and I applaud his efforts here, and I love the guy, and I wish him well, and I hope he goes on to make a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah. I love you, Spicy. Amazing job. You're going to make a tremendous amount of money while I take your paycheck. Now take your shine box and get out of here. Come on!
I don't shine shoes anymore.
Hey! This Sunday, the Mooch hit the ground running on Sunday with some great ideas for White House press secretary and sorority girl at a rave party whose ecstasy just kicked in. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
I want to do everything I can to make her better at that podium. I think she's phenomenal there now. But like every athlete that's training for the Olympics, every day we got to make ourselves incrementally better. The only thing I asked Sarah, if you're watching, I love the hair and makeup person that we had on Friday. So I'd like to continue to use the hair and makeup person.
Oh. He's going to fit in with the Trump administration just fine. Yeah. Hey. And you could smile more. Would that hurt you so much? Just smile. He's so pretty when you smile. Scaramucci tried to explain his comment later, saying, "For the record, I was referring to my hair and makeup and the fact that I like the makeup artist. I need all the help I can get. Hashtag humor." Oh. All right, take a joke, ladies. The Mooch is clearly qualified for this job, and I'm sure he'll do great things. Hashtag sarcasm. Because the Mooch is already batting down these ridiculous Russia investigations.
You know, somebody said to me yesterday, I won't tell you who, that if the Russians actually hacked this situation and spilled out those emails, you would have never seen it. You would have never had any evidence of them.
Well, you're making a lot of assertions here. I don't know who this anonymous person is that said that if the Russians had actually done it, we wouldn't have been able to detect it. But it is the unanimous.
How about it was the president, Jake?
Okay.
So the president is the one who told you that the president's not in trouble? And you're not going to tell us because it's an anonymous source, but then we ask and you tell us anyway? Why are we wasting this guy on communications? He should be the head of national security. Tell you what, do your dirtiest. I'm never going to tell you our launch codes. Okay, how about 3, 7, 9, 6, and 2? Okay? That's from the Mooch. Now, baby, can we get another round? Can we get another round, please? I've been waiting. What's it take to get... Can we get some bottle service at this table or what? It's surprising that Trump would hire the Mooch because look what he said about Trump during the primaries.
You call Donald Trump a hack?
He's a hack politician. I don't like the way he talks about women. I don't like the way he talks about our friend Megyn Kelly. And you know what? The politicians don't want to go at Trump because he's got a big mouth and he's afraid he's going to light him up on Fox News and all these other places. But I'm not a politician. Bring it.
Right, so why is he resonating?
You're an inherited money dude from Queens County. Bring it, Donald.
Yeah, bring it, Donald. Okay? Bring it. Specifically those sweet butt cheeks, because the Mooch is ready to smooch. Okay? And in 2016, Scaramucci also wrote a scathing op-ed for Fox Business. And although he never mentions Trump by name, he says, "We're in the midst of an ideological civil war, one pitting American values of hope, empowerment, and self-reliance against defeatist attitudes of fear, entitlement, and victimization." And now he gets to work right down the hall from fear, entitlement, and victimization. Yeah.
Hey, personified. Personified.
Scaramucci also spent the weekend deleting embarrassing anti-Trump tweets, but he has a lot of interesting old tweets still up, like this one that reads, "Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth, Mark Twain." I'm not sure if I need to point out, that's not a Mark Twain quote. Although it does remind me of that other famous Mark Twain quote, "Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play." So inspiring. So. That's from Huckleberry Smash Mouth, I think. And according to the Mooch, the president can do just about anything.
I've seen this guy throw a dead spiral through a tire. I've seen him at Madison Square Garden with a top coat on. He's standing in the key and he's hitting foul shots and swishing them, okay? He sinks 3-foot putts.
Yeah, I saw this guy win a game of Connect Four with just 3 pieces. Okay?
I've seen him do all kind of stuff. He got 8-pack ab on one side.
I once saw this guy, he's on the green, okay, Pebble Beach. I saw him hit a hole in none. I once saw him eat a whole taco bowl and then jump straight into the pool, no cramps. I mean, this man is a primo athlete. I mean, just look at him. Look at that guy. Oh, the Mooch likes what he sees. It's smooching time. We got a great show for you tonight. Paul Bettany is here. And when we return, can Donald Trump pardon himself? Inquiring committees want to know. Stick around, won't you?